In today's video, we are going to learn how to install the Wave Expansions and Soundpacks from Roland Cloud to the RD-88. Let's begin by going to rolandcloud.com. If you don't have an account, let's begin by creating one now. Once you've created an account, let's download and install Roland Cloud Manager. Once you've installed Roland Cloud Manager and signed in, you'll see something that looks like this. On the left, you'll see hardware. Let's click here. From here, you'll see various Roland hardware across the top. Select RD-88 and you'll see all the sounds available for it. First, let's install a wave expansion. A wave expansion is like a virtual expansion board with new waveform and lots of new patches. These usually focus on a certain instrument type, or also a genre or style. Now, before we begin, remember to use a USB flash drive formatted with RD-88. At this time, I'm going to plug in my USB flash drive into my computer. In the root directory of the USB flash drive, save the sound data that you downloaded, only the .exe file. So I'm going to come into the download and take a look, and I'm going to drag and drop the .exe file into the root directory of my flash drive. I'm going to eject the RD-88 flash drive from my computer. First off, let's begin by making sure your RD-88 is updated to the most current version OS available. At this time, let's turn off the power of the RD-88 and then connect the USB flash drive to the USB memory port of your RD-88. Now, while pressing the enter button, turn on the power and continue to hold the enter button until the expansion screen appears. Now that you can see the expansion screen, you're going to notice that there's already an EXZ001 stage piano pre-installed. Just so you know, when the unit is shipped from the factory, EXZ001 is pre-installed. Now to install the new EXZ, just use our cursor to the right to select install. And here you go, you actually see now EXZ.006. And now once again, I'm going to cursor to the right to install EXZ.006. The first time you install, the user license registration screen appears. To execute, use the cursor right button to select OK and then press the enter button. And press OK. We can go ahead and press the enter button. And as you can now see, we have two expansions in here. .exe001, which was installed at the factory, and .exe006, the World Instruments, which was just installed now. Now we can go ahead and power off the unit and then power it back on, and both of these expansions will be available for you to use. Okay, now that we've installed a wave expansion, let's go ahead and learn how to choose those tones inside the RD-88. So I'm going to show you two different ways to do it. Here's the first way. One, you can choose whatever scene you want. Next, you can go ahead and press the menu button. We're going to select Scene Edit. Let's press Enter. And then we're going to make sure and use our cursors and go to Zone Edit. We're going to press Enter. And then we're going to cursor up to where it says Bank. And we're going to choose from the different banks inside the RD-88. So you see there's supernatural ones right here. I'll go ahead and cursor using my increment decrement button. And we see the RD-88 sounds. We see Zen-Core sounds. And if we keep on going, we're going to see our user. And here we go. We are going to see our wave expansion. And we installed Wave Expansion 006, which is world sound. So I can go ahead and go through here and go ahead and choose my sounds this way. So I can just go through them. And then once I see a sound that I want to go ahead and use, all I have to do is just play it right in here. So here it is. And that quickly, I can have it loaded inside a scene. If I wanted to, I could go ahead and press exit, and then I can go ahead and save it as a scene inside the RD-88 so I can quickly call it up. Now let's install a Zen-Core Soundpack. These sound packs focus on a particular genre or style, or may be influenced by a particular artist. They use the Zen-Core bass engine to create new tones without adding any new waveforms or new synthesis engine. Let's go ahead and click on Library on the left side of Roland Cloud Manager, and then you can filter so things are easy to find. Set series to RD-88. Now look for SDZ001 Crystal Mood and click Download. Once again, make sure you are using a USB flash drive that has been formatted with the RD-88. Now I'm going to plug my flash drive into my computer. Let's go ahead and look inside. And right there we can see the .sdz file. Now in my RD-88 flash drive, I'm going to go into my Roland folder, and I'm going to drag and drop crystalmood.sdz into my sound folder. Right there. Let's go ahead and take a look inside, make sure that it is there, and it is. Now I'm going to go ahead and eject my RD-88 flash drive from my computer. Now let's take the USB flash drive and insert it back into the USB flash drive port of the RD-88. Now let's press the menu button, and we're going to go into Utility. So use your cursors to go down to Utility, and I'm going to press Enter. Now let's cursor down to Import Tone, and then press the Enter button. Now let's cursor to the right so we can select SDZ001. Select. And as you can see, I have all the tones available from that particular download. And if I cursor to the right one more time, I can import those tones into my RD-88. And cursor to the right to execute. And yes, I am sure. So let's cursor to the right and now press the Enter button. And now let's press Enter for OK and exit. All right, now that we've installed the Zen-Core Sound Pack, let's go ahead and learn how to load it into a scene inside the RD-88. So very easy. In the first example, I showed you how to press Menu, Scene Edit, Zone Edit, and then go through the different banks. Well, here's another way we can do it. We can go ahead and press External Control Setting. And then, if you see at the top here, it says Upper, and there's an arrow to the left. Well, if I go to the left, I can get to that same screen. So since I have my banks highlighted, I'm going to use my Increment Decrement button. And once again, I'll just cursor, and remember there's our Supernatural, there's the RD, there's the Zen-Core Sounds, there's the user, which we're going to go back to, and here's our EXZs. But I want to go to the user, and that is where our Zen-Core Soundpacks are. So we went ahead and loaded up the Crystal Mood. So I'll go ahead and cursor down, and I can start going through the different tones within Crystal Mood or any of the other Zen-Core Soundpacks. So right here, I'll go ahead and choose this one. And now to save this particular tone within a scene, all I would have to do is press the right button, and I can actually save it as a scene, so I can call it up easily on the RD-88.